Morning all, Sunday morning. Ken back here, your favorite fat-necked idiot. Yeah, I'm working on it though. Tuesday morning back to the gym. I'm gonna cut about 25 pounds that I've put on lately. Fucking sucks, but it's life. Okay, last night I was thinking I was gonna go all PAA. I was gonna go club guy. So we're talking soap, AS cologne. I actually have the tonic. I got the balm. I got the deodorant. And then it hit me because I've been tossing around this last couple days as well. Let's recreate what effectively is my first traditional wet shave. Now, back history is when I got into brushes and soaps to help clear up, get lift hairs and cut down on ingrowns when I got away from canned goo. I started going to art of shaving, mostly the creams in the tub. Started with the unscented, and I did sandalwood, lemon. I don't know if I had lavender maybe in like the travel stuff, but great stuff. I have a hard puck of sandalwood down here that I inherited in a box. But today I'm going to introduce you to the four products that were my first real traditional wet shave. I don't even count the Merkur blade I used in my 34C because I only used it like a couple times, one blade, and it didn't deliver. And then the blade I used, the initial one out of the box, didn't treat me well either, but it was a dud blade because I've used this brand since. But enough of the babbling. I'll show you what I'm using today and the stuff I've used along with that shave. And I haven't selected a aftershave cologne yet because I'm going to go eat barbecue and maybe I just want to let the smoke smell and not have me overpower the smoke out in Lockhart, Texas there at Black's Barbecue. Oldest single-family owned barbecue restaurant in Texas. If you're ever in the area between San Antonio and Houston, go to Lockhart, get yourself some damn good brisket. Okay, so my razor, my first double-edged safety razor, the Merkur 34C heavy duty. Most of our gateway razors is this one. So yeah, I'm that guy. Thanks to guys like Nick Shaves, Busta. I think those were my first two that I really talk about this razor. The blade I'm going with, which I consider my first full traditional wet shave blade. Again, the first one out of not this box, but the other box I had, because this box came when I bought the standard razor, but Astra, Superior Platinum, or Astra Green. Got a fresh one in. I'm going with that. The brush, my first brush, I bought groominglounge.com. Omega Professional, double op 48, boar hair. It's been soaking. I haven't used this in a while. It's a paint brush, but it's nice and broken in. I used it a lot until I started buying other stuff. So I got that. My first artisan soap. Razorock Focker. Pleasant scent, kind of earthy. It goes with a lot of stuff. I've never tried the aftershave. I'm assuming it smells the same, knowing how they make their stuff, because I have a ton of their stuff and everything matches. So, and then I'm going to chase it with Grooming Lounge Shavior, which I still see some on my neck that I'm going to help treat. My Art of Shaving Aftershave Balm, because I said this is recreating my first shave, and this is part of it. Then I'm going to also apply Thayers and alum with that, so that's coming into the mix, so it's not a full recreation, but generally it's close. Alright, so, and I'm going to pimp a product before we get in. For those who, I mostly use like body washes. I've moved up to some good stuff, but I picked up Duke Cannon soap, and I got for $4 at a little market that's part of a Shell station that's like about a mile from my office. The soap is as big as this box. I kid you not. And this one is supposed to be. It's inspired by drinking fine Scotch in wood paneled dens. I think it's supposed to be marine themed, and the reason I say because part of proceeds go to the military. And welcome to my closet, by the way. But for example, this one is naval supremacy. You see, it's got more blue. This one's called accomplishment. I'm assuming it's marine. This one smells like victory. Notice it's kind of army, like army camo. They have an Air Force one that is I'll put the box down. That is called, I forgot what it's called, but it's a white box and it's mint. But it's a veteran business, and it's also sending part of the proceeds for veterans causes, and so I don't know. But this fucking soap is awesome. It doesn't dry you out. It's a great product. It's huge. It lathers ridiculous. Leaves some crazy ass residue in the tub, but that's just the color. It's soap. You know, so you gotta make sure you clean your tub every so often, which you should anyway, duh. But soap residue on it, and it's not soap scum, because I can take my foot and drag on it, and it cleans right up. So it's just when the lather, comes back together, and it starts to dry and dissipate back down. So anyway, okay, so I just wet the face. Puck's been blooming. Put a little bloom water on. Now, before I had this one for some months before, or a few months before I bought some of my other artisan soaps, but this was my very first, so it has some use. I don't know how much is left, probably half. So we're gonna load this paintbrush up. And you know, with this big ass bastard of a brush, we're gonna get a good lather. Plus Razorock, we're gonna get a good lather regardless. Shirt today, I haven't really mentioned shirts when using that S2 faction shirt from that supplement store, but this is a older lineup. It says Robert, Bruce, Manu, Tony, and Tim Spurs. So we're talking the mid 2000s lineup. So Robert Horry, Bruce Bowen, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Tim Duncan. Of course, 3 of these are retired. All right, hey. Well, grab this extra. Rinse it a little, and we'll set it aside. So, how's everyone doing? New stuff is out on YouTube. What Shavers Roundtable Podcast. Paul H's new video is out. Busta's got one shaving with Soap Commander Gusto. I kind of nodded off in the middle of it because it was at night, and I decided to go to bed a little early. Okay, so here's, of course, you know how big these pros go. Well, it's just so broken in, it sprays fast. It's a paintbrush. Paint it on. Or if you see Super Trooper, spread it on. So obviously out of the shower, clean, hydrated, washed out, ready to go. Nick shaves. I love that. He's very methodical, and so he does the same stuff. And I respect that, because I'm like that too in all ways. I'm a creature of habit. Okay, great friggin' lather. What can you do? Alright. So I've had I'm just going to hit it one more time, but... Alright. I think I have just a day's growth. I shaved yesterday morning. Mother Focker is a great scent. It's not unscented. There are unscented soaps. I don't know if Razorock makes one or not. I just don't recall off the top of my head. I think they do. The classic is like an almond marzipan towards the Cella bent. I think that's the idea with them. I got Crown King's fragrance-free, which is just a fragrance-free version of their cocoa butter heavy formula. Which is a great soap, by the way. But most artisans make good soap, so thank you. I mean, there are some that are better, bang for the buck in terms of price per ounce, like the Soap Commander. And there are some that make unique scents, like Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements and Crown King, being that they're under the same umbrella. Then you got your Razorocks. Again, those are value and brilliant scents at the same time. And I love them all. I love them all for different reasons. So When you want something, you're going to pay for it, and you're going to pay what it costs, and you're buying it not because you're being frugal. It's a luxury item, especially when you have how many friggin' soaps. I mean, I got 8 Phoenix, Crown King type soaps and 13 Aftershaves. Plus my big box of love of samples, and I mean, really, we only need one soap, one razor, a pack of blades, and a brush. We want an AS, we can get an AS, but if we don't want to wear a scent, I mean, we could just do alum and Thayers if we want to. If you even do that, I mean, yeah, it depends on how far you want to go. But when you're a hobbyist, like a lot of us are, most of us are that are doing this, especially ones, me, of course, new to the YouTube part, but all those others, you do it for the love of the game, so to speak. And for me, it's also, at the same time, meeting new people. And everyone I've met so far, thank you. Really, I'm glad you're my new friends. I really am. Because as much as I look like I'm a fairly cordial guy, sometimes I'm not the best at walking up and making the first introduction. So, for example, Mr. John Perry, who lives in my area, we, we're friends on Facebook and stuff, but when we went to Houston, he walked up and said, "Hey, Ken, John," I was like, right up to me. Saw me coming in, and I was looking for him, because he was one of the first few guys that we had talked about meeting up. Actually, he was the first. And looks you in the eye, firm handshake, and sometimes I don't always make the best eye contact. I try, but gotta respect the handshake. You gotta have that good handshake, guys. Don't go in soft. I mean, personally, for me, if you come with a weak handshake, I just feel like you just passed me the flu. Like, all of a sudden my nerve endings go, yeah. Where are you? Removed part of my soul. Something ridiculous like that. It just feels weird. I mean, you don't have to squeeze a hand off, but be deliberate. With a handshake. Come on. It's important. If you watch, like, Antonio Centeno and Aaron Marino that I've mentioned before in videos, they talk about even stuff like that. That good first impression. One of my flaws, if I'm not careful, is if I get started talking, and this doesn't count because it's a one-sided conversation with the video, but if I start talking on something, I get real passionate about it. And I can, on occasion, suck the air out of the room. I've had to become aware of that over X number of years. Even with a therapist, for just other reasons. I have no shame. I've been to therapy, Talk out your problems, especially when you're stressed out. Work, when I went through divorce, I'm going to shoot you straight, folks. No shame. Get help. I've said it before. You're having trouble financially, personal life, work, family, get help. Trust me, you will not regret it. And nowadays, there's no shame. It is encouraged that you are brave enough to step out and get help. And brave is different on everyone's levels, okay? But I've never been under fire, didn't serve in the military, so that kind of brave, I don't know. But not all of us have done that. Not all of us, put their lives at risk like John does as a firefighter. So it's all relative to your experience. But one of the bravest things you can do in terms of your personal psychology is, are you willing to make yourself vulnerable enough to admit, I need help? Whether it's an addiction, whether it's depression, anxiety, whatever it is that is complicating your life negatively, and you need to talk to someone to get perspective and coping mechanisms and whatever else that is. And I mean professionally. I mean, a lot of good friends help, but good friends aren't trained, unless they just happen to be, a psychologist or a psychiatrist, depending on what they've done in their profession. But please get help. Seriously. Because you all have families, you all have friends, you are liked and loved. And unless you're a total shitbag like Hitler, he had family and friends, but if you're just evil, then you're going to be missed. If you're evil, no one's going to give a shit, let's face it. Because to the evil, you're just out of the way and they get promoted. Or they get a chance to move up, like, Hail Hydra. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a little flippant, but you know what I mean. But most of us out there have people that care about us, and they want us to be happy, as I'm sure you want them to, unless you're sick and evil and very selfish. But please, if you're having hard times, get help. It's encouraged. I work for the Air Force. And it's highly encouraged. It's almost boring annual training, but whether it's suicide prevention, sexual assault, addiction problems, the culture has changed to say, yes, please get help. We're here to help you. That's what's important. And here I am rattling. But I find it's important. It's important to me. I mean, I'd hate to hear, even if I haven't met some of you, which is the vast majority I haven't met except for those that went to the Houston meetup. But I hear somebody in the community, I mean, I guess maybe Rich is wearing off on me, shaving with Rich, chances. But I don't want anybody in the community, but I don't want anybody in general, even if I don't know them from, not Adam Lindbergh, but hey, the expression. Adam, first man on earth, in biblical regards. But I don't want to hear somebody took their life or did something drastic, and I don't want that. I don't want that of anybody. Wow, I'm not impressed. Maybe I have my angles wrong, but I definitely have cleanup to do. Maybe I was taking some bad angles. I got a few weepers too. So let's unload the brush here. My neck is terrible. I mean, I just go across it. I'm gonna have to really hit it. Maybe I took a wrong tact with it or something, or I'm babbling. I missed this weeper going up there where I just brushed. Alright, so but everyone's been so great in this community that I just don't want to hear that somebody did something and all of a sudden they're gone from the community, whether it's a friend or a stranger. it sounds selfish saying I don't want it, but you know, none of us want it. None of us want you who, let's say somebody watching this video when it posts, and they say, if you're having a bad time, you're having a rough time, just know that you're cared about. Okay? I'm not saying this because anything happened, by the way. So you're like, what the hell is Ken going off about? It just hit me to bring it up. I mean, if I watch this video back, I'll try to figure what was the trigger point. But I don't know. I really don't. I'm lost in my own web. Oh, addiction, because shaving addiction. Right. I guess the trigger word was addiction. Maybe that was it. Look, I'm a dork, okay? I mean, if you're friends with me, by my new friends, by the way, Sylvester, a few other folks that have accepted my friend request lately, thank you, by the way. I'm glad you thought not to go, not this fucking guy. Alright, let me check this out, see where we're at. I'm probably still going to be wholly amused. But that's on the operator. Yeah. I could buff. I mean, like right here. Yep. Let's try it. I think I just caught myself. Here I am rushing. Alright, good enough. We're going to stop here because I think I'm about to open up a vein or something. So anyway, so with that, friends, I'll stop pontificating on the subject, but just so we're here as a community for y'all. I mean, you got a guy like Rich doing wet shavers to the rescue. You got people like Peter Charkalis when Rob Frank was having the issues, and sadly we lost Rob, as many of you know, or most of you know. Started raffles, people jumping in, not raffles, but auctions, fundraiser auctions. I mean, people are out there in this community care. I care. I just can't do as much right now as I'd like. I mean, hopefully my words are helping somebody out there if they do watch. That's all I care about is hopefully we make a difference in someone's lives in a positive way. And I'm going to wipe here while we're we want you to be around for as long as your health or God or whoever or whatever allows you to be. Everyone's belief systems are different. And I'm just talking. It's going to be a little longer video because I was talking, but it seemed like I just riffed. Okay, well, let's hit the alum. We'll see what kind of feedback I get here, which I think is going to suck. Yeah. Well, not as bad, but definitely in spots. Maybe I didn't get the soap slick enough. Big brush. I rushed my shave. Talk more than shave, Ken. Yeah, you gotta stop that. Okay. So we'll let that soak in. I gotta finish getting dressed after this and call my friend, and she and I are, well, my old high school friend, and She and I are gonna go out and get some damn good barbecue. Not somebody I'm dating, just a friend. Over this long weekend, she's like, we've been tossing around the idea, and so we're going. All right. We go to the Thayers. I said the alum and the Thayers are new. I've had an alum block, but I never used it for rubbing it on the face. And I don't know why, because when I first ever had an alum block on my face, so I bought one. It's the Art of Shaving alum block. Now it's broken and down here, and I use it to like get some grip on my fingers. That's where they did it. They soaked it in ice water and rubbed it on my face after the shave, and it felt so damn good. Why did I stop doing it? I don't know. So I always leave this fan running because I'm getting the humidity out. But why? I'm too much background noise. I'm an idiot. They're like, yes, Ken's an idiot. Shavior. For those who want to know what's in the Shavior, I keep talking about it. So it's water, glycolic acid, caprylic, triglyceride, glycerin, cetearyl alcohol, and then there's, what is it? Barytrimonium, methyl allantoin, bisabolol. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. But a lot of the stuff, what it does is there's like a chamomile flower extract. This stuff all is supposed to cut down redness, bumps, irritation. It works. It does work, folks. It's not cheap. I think it's $16 or $24. I can't remember. I think 16, but don't quote me. Go to groominglounge.com and look for yourself. It's called the Shavior. But, I mean, for example, I still have Art of Shaving's, their overnight balm, which is like lavender and chamomile, essential oils. And it's kind of helped do the same thing, soften the skin, allow the ingrowns to push forward as opposed to the skin dry and make a cap over an ingrown hair. But I'm getting a little breakout right there. And here is Mr. Munoz said, my skin looks great. It's like, not today. Thanks, Dave, though. Anyway, alright, shit, we're going 30 minutes. Alright, I'm letting that soak in. So a couple squirts of the Art of Shaving unscented Aftershave Balm. I'm going to choose my AFs once I turn off this video, because my AFs wasn't a part of my shave. Now the alum and Thayers were added too, because I didn't want to create my wet shave to the letter. But check out Duke Cannon soap, or Duke Cannon. Big. I mean, they said big ass brick of soap. They're not lying. Not lying. It's gonna last you, and it doesn't dry you out. I have hard water here in San Antonio, limestone aquifer, very hard water, and my skin feels great, just like I use the body wash. So I'm gonna stick with that. Plus, I have all these artisan soaps still that I'm wearing down over time. I don't really need to buy much of anything, so not even shampoo. I'm a dork. Okay, so you know what, folks, with that, my babbling, have a great Sunday, have a great Labor Day tomorrow. Hope you're enjoying the long weekend. Be safe. You need help. You need to talk to someone. Do it. Don't even think twice. Just think, did I find the right person to talk to? But please, talk, me, somebody in the forums first, if you're just having a rough day. But don't let life get you down. Don't let the world get you down. Stay focused. If you need that help, get that help. I did. I'm better for it. And it's just anxiety, dealing with life changes. It wasn't major problems, but it helped me gain perspective, and it really meant a lot. And I had a great doctor. So, and it's just talk therapy. So take care, and I will see you. I might not shave tomorrow. I'll probably just gonna be cleaning up around the house, and probably Tuesday morning, because I think I want to let this rest. All right, be good. Talk to you later. Bye, all.